I'm in the situation that I'm in because I defend myself when attacked. I'm in the situation I'm in because I defend children when they are attacked. I am in the situation that I am in because I defend victims of the police. I am in the situation that I'm in because I stand up to people in houses who make excuses. I am in the situation that I'm in because I chose to fight for the Constitution instead of drown my sorrows in alcohol or heroin or methamphetamine. I don't have any kids because while most of you are out getting fucked up drugs and having unprotected sex, well, I wasn't good enough for any of y'all, was I? No, I wasn't. I was the scapegoat. I was the kid that people picked on because nobody really cared. And I get to hear from a bunch of homosexuals telling me that I can't understand. No, I absolutely can. Sean, you don't understand how difficult it is as a dude to try to get a boyfriend. You're right. I don't know that part. You're absolutely right that I don't know that part, but I know what it's like to be picked on incessantly. All growing up, I was picked on for being gay, and I've never been gay. All growing up, I was beaten up for the color of my skin. Where did I grow up? Those of you who have lived it know exactly where. So people expect me not to get frustrated. They expect me to be happy all the fucking time. I'm not allowed to get frustrated or I'm a bad person. Why wouldn't I be frustrated after 4 years of abuse, 4 years of trying to get the cops to do their jobs, 4 years of abuse by the police, by the general public, and by the Bollingers? Railroaded by the courts, never allowed to show evidence, never allowed to face my accusers. Every single court date that I went to, judges, public pretenders, and DAs all broke the law. But it's fine because nobody was actually there in my corner. See, before Natalie died, we only had a few situations to deal with. All I needed was to be able to go see my loved ones without being abused for Natalie Bollinger's crimes, for Alicia Bollinger's crimes, for Ted Bollinger's crimes, for Tim Beeson's crimes. For a whole year being put through hell, getting empty promises from people who claimed to love me, and guess what? They all proved that they didn't. I'm tired of stupid people. I really am. You don't have the brains to be making any kind of assumptions or judgments in this situation. Yet you did. Thousands of you took part in this. And then you tell me I'm just supposed to let it go. How am I supposed to let it go when it's still fucking happening? And then you tell me, Sean, you should try moving somewhere else. Have you tried moving somewhere else? Jesus fucking goddamn Christ. I've moved over 30 times in the last 4 years. And then there's these people that are fresh, who just found out about the case, and they want to ask me a whole bunch of questions. Like, holy fuck. I'm tired of fucking typing. I make these videos so that if you actually give a fuck, you can go back and look at the goddamn evidence instead of typing at me for 4 goddamn hours. And then you want to get pissed off as if you're the only asshole I got to deal with. No, there were 400 fucking assholes before you. 400 fucking blipty, 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 blipty. Jesus fucking Christ. And then I'm not allowed to be frustrated. You are, but I'm not. You call somebody mentally ill, that's a free ride to do whatever the fuck you want to them. The only protection that someone who is called mentally ill has is somebody actually giving a shit, standing up and fighting for their goddamn rights. Not one goddamn person fought for my rights. Out of those hundreds of phone calls that prove that I was making an effort the entire goddamn time, it doesn't matter. Because I was called mentally ill. So it's okay for black people to take it out on me. It's okay for police to take it out on me. It's okay for people in houses to take it out on me. It's okay for other homeless people to take it out on me. What's it? It doesn't matter. Because whatever it is doesn't have a goddamn thing to do with me. Your bias isn't my fucking decision. Your fucking racism isn't my decision. Your decision to victimize the victims is not my decision. And your decision to decide right and wrong based on how someone looks shows what a fucking useless goddamn piece of shit you are. Assisted suicide should be legal. Since nobody is going to fight for my rights and I'm not fucking allowed, kill me, goddammit! You fucking pieces of shit. You only care about your group. But then you want to treat everybody who isn't jumping on board like they're fucking pieces of shit. Black Lives Matters doesn't give a shit about anyone but black people. And only black people in houses. Yet we got all these people from BLM claiming that they're fighting for our rights. No, they're not. Loyal Grow Show Live. No, I'm not fucking okay. I've been through 4 years of hell. As if my life before that wasn't already hell. I need help. I need people to actually help me, not tell me what to do. If you tell me to do something, that's not going to get it done. If you tell me to do something on the computer that I don't know how to do, and I spend 40 fucking hours trying to get that shit to work because you can't call and actually help. It's not that I haven't made the fucking effort. It's that you want to treat me like shit because you weren't there to see it. I had to do this shit by myself. And by myself doesn't make a goddamn bit of difference. My rights as a human being have been denied across the fucking board my entire goddamn life. When I was raped, I was victimized for it. I was victimized for coming forward. And because I came forward when I was a child, because I was abused in the system, those people got to abuse their power to prevent me from ever having an honest day in court ever again. Did this to me when I was 6 years old. I'm not alone? No, I absolutely am. Nobody is fighting for my rights. Nobody is fighting for homeless rights. What I want is a bullet in my goddamn head. You know, I'd like to have some friends that aren't fucking addicts. I'd like to have some friends that aren't on fucking drugs all the goddamn time. I'd like to have some friends that aren't fucking strung out or fucking alcoholics. Loyal Grow Show type, don't give up. We need voices. My voice doesn't matter. That's the point. When I left Ken and Leah's 2 days before Natalie disappeared, I left there to find my voice, to get help getting a voice. Because when you are called mentally ill, nobody gives a fuck. Loyal Grow Show typed, I'm listening, ain't I? What are you doing about it, Grow Show? Are you going to fight for my rights? Are you going to speak up about the things that I've been through? Are you going to go through the evidence? That would be actual work. You can speak out. Loyal Grow Show typed, what can I do to help? You can speak out. This isn't just happening to me. The most victimized people in America are foster children. And I used to be a foster child. The second on the list is former foster children, obviously. The third on that list is the homeless. The fourth on that list is the disabled. These are the most victimized people in America. If you're not speaking up for them, meanwhile, we got media that tries to paint homeless people as addicts, drug abusers, rapists, child molesters, when in reality, we're the victims. We're the victims of systemic abuse. People listen to black folks. They don't listen to the homeless, not even black ones. You know, I could almost believe BLM's bullshit if they were fighting for black homeless, but they're not. None of the people that they're fighting for, none of their examples are homeless. Why is that? Why is it the BLM is trying to pretend that police brutality is a black issue? It's not. Police brutality is all of our problem. Police brutality happens to many people who are not black. But you don't want to hear that because it doesn't fit your rhetoric. We done taught black kids that every time something bad happens to them, it must be because they're black. Or if they do something bad and they want to get away with it, they can just claim that this other person called them the N-word and magically it's okay. And it's not. See, Loyal Grow Show typed, I can do that on my channel, but I'm small. There's many nice homeless people for sure. So you want people to help and he's homeless. What can they do? What do you want them to do? To speak up. Speak up about the fact that 81% of the incarcerated are homeless. 81% nationwide. I want you to speak out about how easy it is to victimize somebody when it's just them. How people aren't able to help if they're not willing to listen. And about how pretty memes don't fix shit. If you tell George Floyd he just gotta love himself, is that gonna bring him back to life? If you tell him, hey, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, is that gonna bring him back to life? No, it's not. Pretty memes don't fix shit. Telling somebody they deserved it. Making excuses why they must have wanted it, needed it, chose it, or deserved it. Try telling that to a victim of rape. I am a victim of rape. When I was a child, I was in the system in Colorado, the very same system, the very same state that y'all are trying to dismantle. Not sure if you noticed, but Colorado, at this point in time, appears to be ground zero. Not Chicago, not New York, not Alabama, Colorado. George McClain would still be alive if the illegal and immoral protocols that were used against me had been put in check when they were used against me. Or if they had been put in check when they were used against hundreds of other people in Boulder County, Colorado. Not just Boulder County, though. Statewide. Not just that state, though. States across the United States. I need help in person. I need someone here in person to sit with me and actually help me with these things. Not give me empty promises until I waste my resources on this or waste my resources on that. You'll help me. Loyal Grow Show typed, also, many people in other countries across the world are suffering. You know what, Loyal Grow Show? That's something I've been speaking out about for years, too. You know, here in America, we got a bad habit of pretending that somebody should have to shut up about their abuse because somebody else in the world might be getting it worse. Like Black Lives Matters, so many of their members telling other people who are victims of police brutality, basically, that they got to go to the back of the bus. We're focusing on Black lives right now. We're focusing on the most victimized people. No, you're not. Not even close. Not even close. You know, let's use rape as an example because you guys hate rape so much. Let's say that there are 10 people who were raped. Now, let's say one of those people who was raped is a black woman. Now, let's say that Black Lives Matters cares about that black woman who was raped, and they want to make it into a race issue. So you've got this black woman who's victimized, and you've got all of these other people who are not black who are also victimized. And we're all supposed to, including those other 9 victims, are all supposed to take a back seat because we're focusing on black lives right now. No. The issue is police brutality. The issue is the courts doing illegal and immoral things. Yes, they're doing it to black people, and they're doing it to the homeless even more. Now you see how a lot of these black folks want these special rights for them, but then you can see the very same hatred and bigotry out of these black folks that you get to hear out of these white folks. A lot of the same hatred towards homosexuals. A lot of the same hatred towards the homeless. Now, to say that the other 9 victims should shut up because they're not black, black people have it worse. Well, that's like saying nobody in America who's been raped should be allowed to speak up, because if they were in Africa, they probably would have had their mammaries chopped off, been forced into a bunch of tires, and had the tires lit on fire around them. So should we ignore all rape in America unless they are, well, sliced to pieces, stuffed into a tire, and lit on fire? Loyal Grow Show typed, I speak out for animals, and I will start doing videos for homeless, okay? Thanks for making me aware. You're welcome. I speak out for animals too, and I'm sorry for farting so much. I got gas. I've been eating pretty much just gas station food for a while because I don't have the ability to cook my own food. I do have an apartment up the north end of town. It's got a refrigerator that doesn't work. And although my stove works, I still need to get pots and pans and all of that kind of stuff before I can cook anything. And I also have to make sure that I can carry the supplies that I need in order to cook. I can get a bag of sugar for like $2.50, right? For a 4-pound bag. And I can get a gallon of milk here in town for $6. Of course, I can get a gallon of milk at Walmart for $1.99. I just can't get to Walmart. That costs money. That requires transportation. And people got all these great and wonderful ideas of you need to do this, you need to do that. I'm overwhelmed. I need help. I need you guys to learn about autism instead of killing us. What I want is my life to end. Every single one of these people who claim that they love me, when they promised they would come forward and never did. And I endured so much abuse in between when I left Virginia and when Natalie was killed. I mean, just so much. And then after she was killed, it got way worse. Way worse. And people kept telling me, oh, Sean, just let it go. Just let it go. I was assaulted by Officer Waylon Lolatai less than 2 weeks after Natalie was killed. I was assaulted by Waylon Lolatai. And the courts have not let it go. The courts in the state of Colorado have made sure that they kept me dangling from the end of a rope so they could use any excuse that they could not to take my statement, not to investigate the crimes against me. I need help. I either need someone to help me in person or I need someone to shoot me in the fucking head. I'm tired of this victimization. I'm tired of not being able to go to the police because they're not going to do a goddamn thing. Or if they do something, it'll be to victimize me, to abuse their position of power in order to manipulate the system to cover their own wrongdoing. Loyal Grocio type, don't let them beat you, though. They did beat me, Loyal Grocio. They beat me repeatedly. General public beat on me, too, all over slander. Slander I was never allowed to defend myself against. I harass my predators. You goddamn right I do. And I'll continue to do so until they come forward or I am dead. Or they are all in prison. Well, Grocio typed your mind and soul and heart. They cannot. The only things that are yours are your thoughts, feelings, and opinions. Everything else can be taken away from you. I don't believe in a soul. As far as my heart, oh yeah, they could cut it right out of my chest. I'm autistic. I think pretty literally. Don't get me wrong, I understand what heart means. I'm not a person anymore. I'm someone who wants their life to end. I'm someone who has been through enough torture. What if you keep on telling me, oh yeah, just keep on taking the torture, it'll eventually end. That's right, when I am dead. So help me kill myself. I'm tired of people threatening my life. I'm tired of not being able to go hang out with my friends and laugh, tell jokes, and actually enjoy myself. I'm tired of people who have loved ones, immediate family right there with them, telling me they know what I'm talking about. I'm tired of people who have never been homeless telling me that I wanted, needed it, chosen, or deserved it. Now I'm tired of minorities telling me that I got to get to the back of the bus because I'm white. That I can't be a victim because I'm white. That I can't be a victim because I have a penis. That I must be the bad guy because I'm not pretty looking. What I want is for suicide, assisted suicide, to be legal. The only thing keeping me going is all of these people who claim that they're going to help. None of them actually do. I keep hoping that they'll call and talk to me like I'm a human being and listen to me instead of talking over me with pretty memes. You know, Sean, you just got to love your. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself if you're going to tell me just to go love myself. Sean, you just need to love yourself. Really, will loving myself stop the abuse? No, the fuck it won't. An honest fucking day in court where I get to face my goddamn accusers and get to show some goddamn evidence. And if you can't fight for that, then fight for assisted suicide. Pick one or the other.